Do you see these soldiers? They are Philistines. They have come to the country of the Israelites to fight against them. So King Saul has also called his soldiers. They are camping on a hill, opposite the camp of the Philistines. There's just a valley between them. In the camp of the Philistines is one very tall soldier. His name is Goliath. Do you see what he is wearing? He has a bronze helmet on his head and wears a coat of scale armor. Also his legs are protected by bronze greaves. And do you see his huge spear? You would meet such a man, how would you feel? I think we would be scared, right? Oh, look, there Goliath comes, and he shouts at the Israelites, "Why should we fight all together? Why do we not do this? Am I not a Philistine? And you are all servants of Saul? Well, choose a man and have him come down to me. If he is able to fight and kill me, we will become your slaves. But if I overcome him and kill him, you will become our slaves." When the Israelites hear these words, they are terrified. Every morning and every evening, Goliath comes forward to shout against the Israelites for 40 days long. But none of the Israelites dares to fight against Goliath. Do you remember David? 3 of his brothers are also soldiers. David himself is not a soldier. He is too young. Do you remember he was in the palace with Saul to play on his harp? But he went back to take care of the sheep of his father. When David is taking care of the sheep, he also likes to sing songs. He sings to the Lord because he loves the Lord and he trusts him. He knows that the Lord is always with him and that the Lord will always take care of him. Do you believe that as well? On a certain day, the father of David says to him, "Take this roasted grain and these 10 loaves of bread for your brothers and hurry to their camp. Take also these 10 cheeses, give them to the commander of their unit. I want to know how your brothers are doing. I hope you will come back with a good message." So early in the morning, David leaves the flock in the care of a shepherd and sets out for his journey. David reaches the camp as the army is going out to its battle positions, shouting the war cry. The Israelites and the Philistines are drawing up their lines facing each other. David quickly leaves his things with the keeper of supplies. He runs to the battle lines. When he sees his brothers, he asks them how they are. As they are talking, Goliath, the giant, steps out from his lines and shouts his usual defiance. Whenever the soldiers of Israel see Goliath, they are scared. They flee from him in great fear. David is shocked. This giant is defying his God. And no one is doing anything against it? David hears the soldiers talking together. One says, "Do you see how this giant keeps coming out? He comes out to defy us." Another one says, "Have you been hearing what the king has promised? You will be a very rich man when you kill him." "Yes," says another one, "he will even give you his daughter so that you can marry a princess." And another one says, The king also said that you don't need to pay any tax from that moment on anymore. David talks with the man. That makes his oldest brother very angry. He shouts against David. Why have you come down here? Who is taking care of your sheep? I know you are a wicked boy. You just came down only to watch the battle. David says, Now, what have I done? Can't I even speak? He turns away to someone else and talks again about what's going on. David can't imagine that none of the soldiers is doing anything against this giant that is defying the living God. Does no one believe that God can help them? David is not old enough and strong enough to be a soldier, but he knows something needs to be done. He trusts his God. He can't live with the idea that someone is justifying God. Can you? What do you do when you hear people saying bad things that God doesn't like? David knows what to do, and what he will do you will hear next time.